Hey, Ross World. My money makes money. I'm just thinking about a lot of times we measure success by what we see. And success should not be measured about what you see what a person have or has, what they drive, what they live in, how they dress, how they spend their money. Success should not be measured about what you see. I did a video some time ago. Hey, Miss Curly Girl, thank you for joining in. I did a video quite some time ago talking about that your car is not a measurement of success. And that a lot of times the reason why low impoverished people, low income people buy that Lexus, buy that BMW, buy that Mercedes Benz, some people are even buying, what's the name, Maseratis, the cheap Maseratis around 60 grand. I will, not cheap, right? Inexpensive. I'm talking about compared to the fully loaded Maseratis. They're buying these vehicles and they still are living in a low impoverished, low poverty neighborhood. They still are living with their mom. They're still living with their dad. They're still living with their family. Why is that? Because we believe that if we look like we have money, that we somehow fit in, that or we somehow have made it because we have the opportunity, we have the resource to afford this car, to afford this house. Or is it that we have the opportunity or we have the credit or income to afford that debt? See, a lot of times when it comes to finances, you have to really reinvent, re-innovate, rethink, remaster, like your whole entire mind. You have to remap your mind. You have to destroy your conscious and subconscious thinking about the way you think about money. Because if you're worried about, oh, I really want a Lexus, oh, I really want a BMW, oh, I really want a house by the lake, or I really want a 4-bedroom, 2-story home, then you have already failed you and your families. You've already failed for you and your family. It's not about what you see. Success is not about what you see. It's about what you have in the bank. Because if somebody saw me, they probably would say, oh, he looks successful because maybe I have on a nice shirt. Maybe because my car has a moon roof or a sunroof or panoramic roof and it has leather seats. No. People are successful obtaining to what they think success is. First and foremost, success is what you think it is, right? For your own self. Then the second meaning of success is what the nation or what the world believes is success. How much money do you have in the bank? How many properties do you own? What are your assets compared to your liabilities? You have to really redefine what you may think success is. Because you can get, okay, I didn't say afford, I said get a house, a nice car, and you can buy things ever so often. You may like, oh, I made it, I'm success. But are you living paycheck to paycheck? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Are you contributing to a 401k? Are you investing? Do you have an emergency fund? Do you have a savings fund? Do you take a vacation every year? Here's my thing, guys. If you're not taking a vacation every year and you already have your business, you're already deep inside your career, if you're not trying to do anything with your money, build anything with your money, then you need to take a vacation every year. Vacation, I mean, not a staycation. I know some of you like, oh, I'm just going to blow this money on these pair of Jordans. Get out of here. A staycation is no vacation. Get out, see the world, and let the world change your perspective. That's the best thing that you can absolutely do. That's the best thing that you can absolutely do, because what you see is not a measurement of someone's success. It's not a measurement of your success. Yes, we love to look nice. We love to go out and fine dine. We love all these particular things. But just because you can do those things with the income that you have is not a measurement of your success. Somehow, some way, Hollywood has reached inside of our homes. Somehow, Rap Nation, rock and roll, R&B, or pretty famous and prevalent people in the media has determined, okay, for us, the populace has determined for us what success looks like. I remember anytime we thought somebody was successful, they had a fat ride and they had a really nice home. What I've learned over my very short years on this earth is that success is not measured about what you see. It's about measure about what you have in the bank. What piece of land do you own, etc. So when you see people with nice cars, when you see people with nice houses, the first thing that you should probably think of is, I wonder how much debt they have. You know, not to be in their business, right? Not to be hating, not to be jealous. But a lot of times we see nice things and we want them automatically, but we don't know what that person went through. We don't know what that person went through to get that house, to get that car, to get those clothes, to own those homes. Here's another one. We don't know what that person went through to be with that woman, to be with that man, because there's a lot of people who like expensive stuff. And I talked about this a couple of days ago about your money personality. Because a lot of times we like to see women dressed and pajazzed up and looking fancy. And sometimes women like men who are wearing an expensive suit or flashy clothing. Because we think with our eyes, because Hollywood, the entertainment business, has showed us that this is what success looked like. We do not have to emulate. We don't have to mirror. We don't have to copycat of what we think success is. First and foremost, success is what you think it is. And you believe that you're successful because you own your own home, you have your own vehicle. It may not be the biggest, it may not be the prettiest, but you're like, I don't have any debt. I have this amount of money in the bank. I'm saving for this, I'm saving for that, and you're doing pretty well. Then guess what? That is success for you. Then you might say, you know what? I want to do bigger. I want to do better. I want to own my own business. I want to make my own clothing line. Then success now has changed, but nevertheless, you should be working for that. You should be striving for that. But you should not have anyone tell you, according to what you see on TV, as seen on TV, right? And what you see on TV, of what success is. Of what success is. Success is not what you see. Here's the thing. I see people all day on YouTube showing money, showing cars, showing houses, and they're giving you examples of how they obtained these things, how they got these things, and what you should do to get those things. You know what you should ask in the comment section to these people who show you their assets? Oh, I'm sorry, their liabilities. Ask them to show you their bank account. Ask them, let me see your bank account, right? Okay, because you're like, oh, that's personal. Well, you're showing me your car. In a sense, if I'm not living where you live, your car is personal. You're showing me inside your house how big your house is, right? And then we are attracted to those things. Remember that show? I'm going to tell you. I remember that show, Lives of the Rich and Famous. Everybody watched that show. We were just like, oh my God, wow, I wish I had that. Or that game when you were young. That's my car. That's my car. And subliminally and subconsciously, you're already thinking about spending money you don't have. Because when you was a kid, you didn't have any money, right? But you were already thinking about, I'm going to get a car just like that. Maybe not the same car, but maybe an expensive car, a luxury car, right? And then we go out and we put these things on our what? Personal loans, business loans, and credit cards. Credit cards is the worst thing that you can do to buy things on that you know you're not going to pay off. Like, I've known people to go out and buy a car with a credit card. 24%. Like, take for instance, right? One of my credit cards, I think it's a Capital One or a Navy Federal car, has $20,000 on it. So I can go out and buy a brand new car, right? I can go buy probably a basic Honda Accord, right? Around 16, 18, $1,000, or maybe a used one, right? I don't think they're that cheap. But anyway, I could probably buy a used one, but the interest rate is 24%. And guess what? Even with a person with great credit, even a person with good credit, that 24% interest will not go down. That is your credit card. Credit cards don't play. There are some people I know that have, I don't know how they did it, have 0% on their credit cards. On my Navy Federal card, it's 24%, still with a good credit score. But on my Capital One card, I have a 4%. I have a 4% fixed. 4% fixed credit card interest rate. Yes. Now, with that credit card, I could probably go out and buy something with, because it's only 4% and it's fixed. It's not variable, right? I looked at my Capital One credit card today, and it varies from 15% to 24%. When I had a high balance on it, guess how much the interest rate was? Yeah, 24%. 24%. But now I don't have any, I have zero balance. Guess how much the amount is, the interest rate? It is 18%. Oh, now you want to lower the amount of interest on it because I don't have no money on it, because you're not going to be charging me anything because there's nothing to charge me on. So we have to be very, very careful how we use credit cards. We have to be very careful of what we think success is like. Success is not what you see. A lot of times, especially here in Washington State, right? There are a lot of millionaires. There are a lot of rich people. And here in the Pacific Northwest, they love saying, oh, the Pacific Northwest, it's a beautiful state with really weird people. Just me. That's just my opinion. They're not bad people. They're just weird. They're different. And that's the whole nostalgia of Pacific Northwest. But there are a lot of rich people here. And granted, there are some people who show their money. Then there's some people who don't show their money. Then I went over a buddy's house. This is about 3 years ago. And I was driving up to his house. Keyword, driving up to his house. Never knew the guy, defecated money. His family was from money. And you go in that house, nice big house. The point I'm making is they know when and where, most of them, in my opinion, where to put their money, because the guy drove a 2004 Honda Civic. And I was like, oh man, this must be your beater. He's like, no, this is my daily driver. Why would I go out and buy an expensive car and I can put that in investments? I can buy that property. I was just like, he's right. Why don't we think like that, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't we think like that? Why do we think that, oh, I didn't bust my butt in college and obtain debt. Oh, I didn't bust my butt getting this nice paying job to pay off your college debt. Then you go out and you beg. You beg the industry. You beg the credit card companies to do what? To give you more debt. To give you more debt. You're like, please, Mr. White Man, please give me more debt. I want that $30,000 or $40,000 loan to buy that used Lexus that no longer has a warranty on. Please. You know what? And the worst thing, I see people doing it again. I did it. Don't you do it, please. I used to go out just because of success, right? I want to look successful. When people would come to my apartment, I didn't have any furniture. Now, granted, I was in my early 20s. I didn't have any furniture. So I said, I'm going to go furnish my apartment, but I'm going to have to go to Court Furniture. If anybody familiar with Court Furniture, then you know what I'm talking about. Like, Court Furniture is rental furniture. So I'm going out there and I'm paying $180, $190 a month to basically furnish my whole apartment. And a buddy of mine was like, dude, you stupid. Why are you doing that? I was like, man, I don't got no furniture. He said, so are you going to pay it all? And I was like, I am, renting to buy. He's like, well, let's look at that couch. Let's look at how much that couch costs. I never looked at the list, right? The list is itemized. It has each item, how much it is paid off. He said, that's $1,000 couch, $1,000 couch. And you're going to be paying this for the next 5 or 6 years. He said, dude, have them take their furniture back, and we're going to buy you some furniture. And I like how he said, just trust me, just trust me. I said, okay. So I take this furniture back, and I'm like, okay, what I'm going to sleep on? He said, you got $180, right? I said, yeah. He said, we're going to go buy you a queen size blow-up mattress and pillows. I like, oh, blow-up mattress? He said, yes, it's a method to the madness. So something I really didn't want to do. I was in my apartment, and the only furniture I have, me and my laptop, I have a TV, I had a laptop, I had internet, and I had a blow-up mattress. So it was me, my blow-up mattress, and my lonely laptop. And he said, you can actually do $200 a month. You was paying $180. So little by little, guess what I did? And you already know what I did. I pieced together my entire apartment. Yes, I did. It took me damn near a year, but I didn't owe nobody nothing. I didn't put it on no credit cards. I wasn't renting furniture from Rent-A-Center or Court Furniture, and I didn't owe anybody nothing. But I know you do. I know you do, because you believe that success is what you see. Oh, he's really successful. Remember, they did a special back in the day about rap videos, because rap videos are notorious for showing you money. They're notorious for showing you big cars. That these guys were actually renting the cars. They were actually renting the cars. Okay? They were actually renting the jewelry. Talking about, I got my watch from Jacobs. They was renting all of this stuff. And then I fast forward a little bit back to this guy whose family there was worth millions, who never bragged about money. The only thing he was talking about saving money. I like, oh man, he must be doing really bad, because he always talking about saving money. No, it was me. I had the problem, because I was the one always talking about what? Spending money. I was always the one that was talking about spending money. He was always talking about saving and investing money. I'm like, oh man, he must not be doing so well. That is why he's trying to get more money. See how the mind works? Somebody who's always talking about saving and spending money, they must not have money, but the person who's talking about spending money must have money, because they have the money to spend. That is not true, ladies and gentlemen. It is not true. Success is not what you see. And for you men and women out there in the dating world, if you are with somebody who wants you to spend your money with them or on them all the time, I would really reevaluate that relationship and the goals and what it stands on. What do your relationship stands on? Because is she with you because of the success that you've shown her? Is he with you because you worked your butt off and you got your own, and he's with you? And here's the thing, ladies. This goes out to the ladies. I'm sorry. This goes out to the ladies. Stop thinking that you are head honcho because you did the same thing that everybody else did. You went to college, you got a degree, you got a job, and now you like INDEPENNT. That's me, no, independent woman, right? Listen. What about an independent man? And I know. You're saying, well, Ross, the reason for that is because women from the 60s and the 50s been dependent on men, and now in the 21st century, we have our own. But listen, you don't have to let everybody know that you have your own. I know there's songs out there, and they're catering to weak-minded people, not just women, weak-minded people. Okay, here's the thing, because when you get your own, you want to let everybody know that you got your own. You want everybody know that you have now arrived. You want everybody know that you have achieved success. Keep your success in your bank account. Keep your success in your ETFs and index funds. Keep your success in your real estate property. Keep your success in your bonds. Keep your success in your stocks and your shares. That is where you should keep your success. And then when somebody say, man, are you doing okay? Are you successful? I wonder what you're going through. And you tell them, I'm doing quite well, actually. I'm actually doing pretty well. And here's the thing. And this is still on topic, right? This is still on topic. And I've said this before. You guys are getting into relationships. You guys are getting into relationships, and you are afraid to tell the other person your financial status. You are setting yourself up for failure, especially men. Let me tell you guys, you are setting yourself up for financial and relationship failure. You will fail. Look at these eyes. You will fail. You know why? You have shown her success. So now she like, oh, I got me a good man. He got a good job, or he owns his own business. He has a nice car, but your ass broke. But your ass broke. So here's the thing. Don't be afraid to tell people your financial status. Tell somebody you got a 450 credit score. Tell them so they know exactly what they're getting in. Because me, I don't care about somebody's credit score because I'm going to help them. I'm going to help them with their credit score. But some of you are judging people by that financial status. And sometimes you should. And I'm going to tell you why. When you question them, when you talk to them, right? I know it's like almost like an interrogation when you question them. Yeah, you're questioning people. Don't play with me. You question them. And you say, what do you do for a living? Oh, okay. And now your mind is like, well, if he or she is this, then they make about this much. So he or she should be okay. Right? That is what you do. That is what you do. So let's not play games, okay? But in starting this relationship, and then you probably asking, well, when is it appropriate to ask somebody? Now, you're not going to agree. You know, hey, listen, if you agree or don't agree, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, because I know some of you are not going to agree with this. Ask them the first date. Ask them the first date so you don't waste another inch or ounce amount of time that you have or you don't have. Ask them exactly all the questions you want to know. That way you don't spend another day with that person. Because guess what? If you're like, you know what? I've been with somebody with a bad credit score. I'm not trying to go through that. Now, granted, even though credit scores can be raised and that person can be good, you may just be tied up trying to help people out. I got it. You may just be tied up helping people out. I got it. That's your own personal preference. Somebody asks me, that's like, man, what's your credit score? 725. Oh, man, you supposed to be good with finances. I am. It's over 720. It's over. Guess what? Quite frankly, you have a good credit score if it's at 700. Okay? If you're below 680, then you probably want to raise above 700. We're talking about credit scores. All right? But granted, you shouldn't, my personal opinion, you shouldn't judge somebody by their credit score. But if you've been through some financial struggles and you believe that that person is going to lean on you when they want a new car, when they're trying to buy a new house, then I understand, okay? Then I understand. Here's the other thing, financial status. What if somebody is greatly in debt? Are you willing to help them out? Are you willing to sacrifice going out, going to trips, going to events, going to concerts? Because they have a financial bind. They have to use there's no extra cash. They have to use their cash that is left over from paying all their bills to pay off more bills. Are you willing to deal with that? And if you're not, then guess what? Let them know that, hey, if you have a lot of debt, I don't think this is going to work out. You might want to find another way to say it. But my thing is this, I'm just looking for a good person, right? That's what I would say if I was in the market. If I was in the market and I was single, I would say, I'm just looking for a good person. That's me. They're talking about my perspective. Because the financial things in life can be fixed with time. But if you get with a raunchy, horrible person, but their finances are grade A, oh, I have an 800 credit score and I have 150,000 in the bank, but you're a horrible person. You're an asshole, okay? Women and men and women can be assholes. Yes. So do you want to be with an asshole who their finances are in a great status, right? Because again, you're measuring success by what you see, or you want to be with somebody who probably have a few things in their finances that they're not proud of, but they're working on it, right? They're in the right mind frame. They have a goal. They have a plan. They're working on those things. Oh, now you want somebody who is already steady. See, here's the thing. I know people. I know men and women who want to date the other sex. Oh, I don't want to date anyone with kids. Oh, I don't want to date anyone with a bad credit score. Oh, I don't want to date anyone who doesn't have a job or who doesn't own their own business. Oh, I don't want to date anyone who can't dress, who doesn't look nice. Oh, I don't want to date anyone who doesn't have their own house. What if I don't have my own house, but I have my own rental property? Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. What if I don't own my own house, but I own my own rental property? What is he talking about? What are you talking about, Roswell? What I'm talking about is I'm living in a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom in a multi-family home that I own. And the 3 other tenants are paying me and I'm paying myself. Yes, I'm paying my own rent, right? Think about that. No one's thinking about that because when you see that guy, when you see that girl, that woman, excuse me, when you see that guy, you see that woman go inside that 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, you like, wait a minute, hold up. This is where you live? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, my sister just called me and she needed to watch her daughter. Or, yeah, babe, yeah, I'm about to holler at you because I got some things going on right now. So yeah, I'm about to holler at you. And you're already judging. You don't even know what they got going on. You just missed out on the best person in your life because you looked at success the wrong way. You looked at success the wrong way. Okay? That is what you did. Here's the point I'm trying to make. You saw a huge cubic zirconia and you thought it was a diamond. But the person with the diamond, it's small, but it's real. See, I want you to stop measuring success by what you see. Because the people who you don't believe are successful, a lot of them are successful. And the people who look successful, they butt is in debt. Their ass is in debt. Believe me, are in debt. Are in debt. I'm gonna tell you some of the issues I've been through because you know I'm very transparent. I don't care what people think. I don't care. There's a book. I wish I would give you the author, and excuse my language. The name of the book is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Art of Not Giving a Fuck, right? Because that's where you should be. Now, I'm not saying you should be some angry, spiteful, revengeful person. No, be kind-hearted, be nice, be respectful to people. But at the end of the day, don't give a fuck about people what they think about you. Excuse my language, okay? Don't care about it. Now, I've been through a house foreclosure, okay? I've been through a home foreclosure. That's why I don't like Wells Fargo. I don't like Wells Fargo at all. But I've been through a home foreclosure, right? I tried to short sell it, couldn't short sell it, then foreclosure, right? I've had an enormous amount of credit card debt. I'm talking about credit card debt. And believe me, before I took my tax returns and I went on vacation with my tax returns, guess what I was doing? Paying off my debt. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to take my tax return, the money I've been waiting on all year, to pay off my debt. And now granted, now here's another thing. A lot of people actually don't like tax returns. They want theirs to be zero. And I applaud you on that. And you're like, I don't want the federal government to soak up my money. I want to make sure at the end that they either give me $100 back or I don't owe nobody nothing. Because that means that I did my taxes right. And I got all my money throughout the year to invest and use as I wanted to use. And I got that. I'm a little different. I'm not saying it's the best financial decision. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's not the best financial decision. But for me, the only reason why I look forward to tax season or to tax time or my tax return is because I use my tax return as my vacation money. As my vacation money. Okay? Going overseas, going to different places I've never been, doing different things. Like this year, I vacationed twice already. And they were lovely. They were relaxing. I was on the beach, chilling. I was on the beach with baby oil on. No, I'm kidding. I was kidding. 100 degrees, a big black dude with baby oil on. No, somebody said, why are you on the beach? Because I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking. Why are you on the beach with baby oil on? I was like, because if I start sweating, it rolls right off. Success is not what you see, ladies and gentlemen. It's not what you see. Success is not what you see. It's what you have in the bank. It's what you have in your portfolio, your financial portfolio. So I just wanted to give you this message to you, because I know during these times you are buying the most expensive gifts. You are buying the most expensive stuff because of what the entertainment and Hollywood and TV and advertising and marketing is showing you. The best gift that you can give somebody, and some of you are saying love, right? No, is a utensil set. No, I'm kidding. Forks, knives, butter knives. No, I'm kidding. But you know what? The best gift that you can give somebody, I give you two of them. I give you two. The best gift that you can give somebody is your time and something they actually need, right? Something they actually need. Because people are going out and they're buying Xboxes and PlayStations and computers, and they already have these things. They're buying extra games. They're buying all of these things. But sometimes the best gift that you can give somebody is you fly to them and you spend time with them and you give them your knowledge, you give them your wisdom, or you buy them something they actually need. They actually need. Something that they actually can use, something functional. Buying them a smartwatch is not something they actually need. It's something that they probably want. So, I just want to say to you, stop measuring your success. Stop measuring somebody else's success by what you see. I want you to start to invest $150 a month, if you can, or $50 a month, through all the investment platforms: Charles Schwab, Vanguard, Fidelity, Robinhood, M1 Finance, Wealthfront, Wealthsimple, Stash, Acorns, etc. Try to find the one with the lowest fees. And I want you to try to get up to $150 a month. Invest in your company's 401k. If they match you, then match them. 5%, match 5%. 4%, match 4%. But on your own terms, I want you to invest in real estate, in bonds, in ETFs, in index, and some individual stocks and shares. Diversify your portfolio and start measuring your success about what you have, the shoes you have, the clothes you have, the watch you have, the necklace you have, the car you have, the house you have. Start measuring by that. Measure by your asset portfolio. This is Ross World. Financial Literacy 101. I'm out. And now I'm going to take time to try to turn this off, and I always mess up. And I'm driving and it's dangerous. I know.